Well, guys, we got some sad news to report to you today. There has been a devastating tsunami that has hit the country of Indonesia, guys. Really horrible and awful news. If you guys wouldn't mind, really quick though, just giving this video a like, also sharing this video with your friends and family. And also, if you are new here, I would love it if you subscribe to the channel. I really believe you guys will love the content you see here. Got new videos coming out here every day for you, so I really appreciate it. Really do. But with Indonesia, this happened Saturday night at about 9:27 p.m. there, Indonesia time. Okay, a volcano ended up erupting. And this volcano sparked a 3.3-foot tsunami wave to strike the island. This was unfortunately a deadly tsunami, guys. Over 222 people, at least as of right now, have been reported to be killed in this tsunami, with another staggering 800 plus more people injured from this as well. Just completely devastating. This happening, pretty much Christmas weekend. You had people taking time off, you had tourists there, so on and so forth. And then a disaster like this happens, and it just really shakes you up, and your heart, mind goes out to all the people that were affected by this, the families that lost loved ones, those that are injured from this. Several accounts of people that were actually went through it that did survive. One man in particular talked about how the wave had overcome him and actually slammed him up against a fence. He did survive, although he did suffer some pretty terrible injuries as a result of this. But he was giving this interview there to the local media with tears in his eyes, just talking about the fear and how they didn't really know. This happened, back in September. They had a huge earthquake there, and they had a little bit of warning time, at least, because they felt the ground shaking. A lot of times the earthquakes there in Indonesia can spark tsunamis, but with this volcanic eruption, these people had no warning. All of a sudden the waves are coming on shore, and they're starting to take people down, and these people had like no warning whatsoever. Now, somebody was saying that, well, 3.3-foot tsunami wave, that's not still so much of a big wave. Well, the problem is that with Indonesia, so many of the buildings and structures there are built right there on the beach. So they're pretty much right there in the path for something like this to happen, to where a tsunami could come across, even if it's not a larger wave. Even something like a 3.3-foot smaller wave can cause extenuous damage to those buildings. Of course, they're also very poor infrastructure there. Okay, they're not in the best condition as it is, so something like that can easily come in there and wipe out buildings and wipe out homes and beach houses and so on and so forth. So that is a very unfortunate thing. There was also a concert that was going on during the time of the tsunami. And from the reports are saying that the tsunami completely tipped over the stage, and a couple of the band members ended up losing their life in the tsunami, and two others are currently missing at this time. So as morning came, Sunday morning came, they got a chance to assess the damage a little bit more, and it's going to be quite a time of rebuilding and cleanup for everybody there in Indonesia as a result of this volcano and this tsunami. World leaders are, of course, they're chiming in, everybody from Pope Francis to President Trump, offering prayers and condolences to all the families and all of the victims of this horrible tragedy. It really goes to show you that life is short, and we never know when something may happen. And unfortunately for these people who are simply enjoying the holiday time, they had no idea that something like this was going to happen, and that so many lives were going to be lost, and that so many were going to be injured as a result. Keep the victims, their families, and those injured in your prayers, that they would have full recoveries and that God would bring them complete and total healing. All right, guys. Thanks again so much for checking out this video. I really do appreciate it. Of course, your comments and feedback are always welcome down below, guys. All right, so feel free to chime in with anything you have right down there in the comment section. All right, guys, I'll be back with more. You guys take care. Please be safe out there. God bless each and every single one of you, and I will talk with you soon.